Following the conspiracy and the assassination of Domitian, ending the Flavian dynasty, the Senate, learning from Nero's death in the following civil war, they would immediately declare a successor to avoid a succession crisis. This successor would be Nerva. A well-respected and senior senator, he was entrusted with being emperor. With his lack of military ambitions, children, and his old age, he was a safe option who wouldn't challenge the Senate. However, Nerva would soon be the founder of a new dynasty, a dynasty that will last for nearly a century, and possibly the greatest dynasty in Roman history. If you want to continue seeing more from me, like and subscribe and comment down below. My goal is to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year, so I would appreciate it if you subscribed. I also have a second channel where I plan to play games. I'll probably start uploading this weekend, but definitely this week. I'll have to see. So make sure to check it out. Now on to the video. Number 7. Commodus. Commodus easily gets last place as he would end the campaign against Germanic tribes, one that was started by his father and was nearly won, but Commodus would pull out, not wanting to fight anymore. He would neglect governing the empire and instead would spend his time in the Colosseum, LARPing as a gladiator. The only good thing he did was hosting public games in the Colosseum, which was popular with the people. He of course would be the end of the dynasty as he would be assassinated and had no heirs. His death would end the Pax Romana and the Golden Age, plunging Rome into another civil war, which would be the transition into a new dynasty. Number 6. Nerva. Despite being the first and the founder of the dynasty, his reign would be lackluster. As he was only emperor for just over a year, he would give back power to the Senate after the tyrannical rule of Domitian. There would also be financial issues during his reign as he was giving out land and lowering taxes to people. He would be held hostage by the Praetorian Guard, shattering his authority, leading to him making his greatest decision by adopting Trajan to avoid being assassinated or overthrown. Number 5. Lucius Verus. Verus would prove to be a decent emperor, though he would never be sole emperor, as he would be the co-emperor of Marcus Aurelius, which would prove to be one of his best attributes as he never attempted to take sole power, and would work well with Marcus Aurelius, creating a harmonious co-rule. He would prove to be a good military commander with his victory during the Parthian War and securing Rome's borders and Armenia. However, on his way back, he would spread the Antonine Plague, which would devastate the empire. He would also prove to be very self-indulgent, though when it came time to step up, he would do his job. Number 4. Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius is most known for his Stoic philosophy, but what did he do as emperor? Well, he would successfully defend the empire during the Marcomannic Wars and would handle the Antonine Plague effectively through his governance. He would improve legal rights and paths for slaves to become free. However, he would devalue the currency to pay for his campaigns in the Marcomannic Wars. He would escalate the persecution of Christians, and probably his biggest blunder was choosing his son Commodus to succeed him. Instead of continuing the practice of adopting the most capable man, Marcus Aurelius, without realizing it, would sacrifice the stability of the empire in favor of creating his own dynasty. Number 3. Trajan. Trajan would be the first true great emperor. He would conquer Dacia and Mesopotamia, expanding the Roman Empire to its maximum extent. He would also construct roads, bridges, and harbors, as well as the Trajan Forum. He also would maintain a respectful relationship with the Senate. However, with all of his conquests, he would strain the empire's finances, using the wealth of Dacia to fund his campaigns, but this would only work temporarily as long-term it could not continue. There was also a Jewish rebellion threatening Trajan's gains in the east. This would ultimately make Trajan's conquest short-lived, as they would be abandoned and lost by later emperors, who could not effectively govern these new territories. Number 2. Antoninus Pius. Antoninus Pius would be a ruler of peace, as he would not have active military campaigns. He He would also leave a surplus in the treasury. He would also construct aqueducts and maintain a good relationship with the Senate. However, with his peaceful rule, he would ignore foreign problems such as the rising tensions with Parthia, leading to a war to occur under his successors after his death. He would also lead a campaign in Caledonia and would create the Antonine Wall, which would eventually be abandoned, and he would debase the currency to pay for his public celebrations and games. Overall, his reign was great and peaceful, perfect for the time after his predecessor's extensive administration. Number 1. Hadrian. Hadrian would choose consolidation over expansion. He secured the empire's borders, doing this by retreating from Mesopotamia, which he saw as being too difficult to govern. He would also construct major infrastructure across the empire, notably with Hadrian's Wall and rebuilding the Pantheon. However, he would inherit the Jewish rebellion that would occur under Trajan, and systematically crushed them and erased much of their culture. Despite some setbacks, Hadrian is arguably the best of the dynasty for his vast infrastructure, defenses, as well as his extensive administration, along with a stable economy, sets them apart from many in this list. And that's all the emperors in the Nerva-Antonine Dynasty. Here's the list. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want to continue seeing more from me, and comment down your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.